Welcome to Coming Up Roses. I'm Kevin.
And I'm Kelly, and today is Sunday, May 28th, 2023. Welcome to episode 95, and happy Memorial Day weekend.
Happy Memorial Day weekend. Please remember what it's for. It's not just grilling burgers and dogs. Even though that's probably not going to be happening around here, because...
tomorrow might be better. It's been... Memorial Day since I was a kid has been rained out, because we used to camp.
Yeah.
On Memorial Day weekend, and it got rained out almost every year.
It's been really shitty all day.
Today was a shitty weather day, and I was cracking the whip a little bit on Kevin. And
we got a lot done, though.
I was out there helping you, though. I didn't make you do it all by yourself, so.
So, started today getting groceries because we had to double order. And that was interesting because we went to it felt a little weird because we stopped at got the big order at the Walmart. And then got the stuff that you get that you can only get at the Teeter.
No, what I did when I was ordering groceries yesterday, I ordered on my laptop, and I had Walmart open, and I had Harris Teeter, and I put the item in, and whoever had it cheaper, that's where I got it.
Well, then Walmart won out because
Walmart went out. Most everything was cheaper at Walmart, but there were some things that were cheaper at Harris Teeter because they were on sale. I bet a lot of people do that, though.
And they didn't have like the chopped salad either, did they?
No, the chopped salads at Walmart are really good.
Yeah.
So,
Teeter. Did you get the
chopped salads at Harris Teeter, yeah. But I bet you a lot of people do that. I mean, they probably value shop. They just might not order it, pick it up, but that's what we do.
Yeah. So those poor girls at Harris Teeter had to see our carload of Walmart bags, so they were loading up the car.
This is everything we could get cheaper.
Yeah.
At the Walmart.
At the Walmart. Lower your prices, bitch. So.
Some of the stuff was like a penny cheaper at Walmart. Like you could tell they're checking prices everywhere else and like just beating it out by a penny, and that didn't.
Yeah, but there was something you saw. It was like $6.
Some was like half price. Yeah, I can't remember what it was, but it was like half the cost of what it was at Harris Teeter. So
sometimes you can get a good sale at Harris Teeter, like they do the buy one get one free for the Cheetos or
that's
Cheez-Its.
the stuff I bought that was on sale. Yeah. And my hair, look how long, and like Kevin and I did work out in the yard today in the rain, so that's why my hair is looking.
Yeah. We picked up some pavers, and the idea is that we're going to put some pavers down and move the grill and the smoker into the little area where we tore up the small deck.
That grass is growing pretty nice out there.
It is growing pretty nice now.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I got plastic down and I got a lot of the pavers down. We got 40 pavers. So the idea is that I took Tuesday off. I don't remember why. So I had it off. I was
just
like,
a random day off.
Tuesday off for. So I'm going to get some stir sticks from Home Depot to use as spacers. Then I'm going to cover the things with these little pebble rocks that we bought and get them to work at like grout. And that's my plan.
I mean, who knows if it's going to work, but we're going to put the grill and the smoker, and Kevin has like a little outdoor cat prep cabinet. We're going to put all that down there and get it off the deck so that we can put the propane fireplace with the stuff around it and the table and all up on the deck, and Mom's going to put plants up on the steps. It'll be pretty.
Yeah.
We finally get it done. Right now,
it's raining.
It rained on and off, and every time we would go out there to start to work, we basically worked in between rain showers. Kevin got the weed whacker and cut some weeds, and there's just a lot of things out there because you and Michael both suffer the same illness when you're working outside, is that when your job is done or you've decided to quit, you just drop everything.
Yeah.
I saw you do it in real time with the
weed eater.
The weed eater.
Which I know better, but especially since it was raining out. But
he was walking back to the garage. I said, "Are you done with the weed whacker?" And he's like, "Yeah." He put it down, turned around, and started walking. I'm like, "Why don't you take it back to the garage and put it back where it belongs instead of just leaving it out here where you'd have to walk it back later anyway?"
Usually I'm pretty good about like bringing all the stuff back when I'm done. Usually.
Okay, I saw a sledgehammer. I saw a crowbar. I saw your knife, which might still be sitting out there. Your pocket knife.
No, that's in my
You
pocket.
put it up on the railing.
That's
There
right
was
I got right here.
lots of marshmallow skewer sticks just wherever.
Yeah. Well, yeah.
There was a grabby. There's a pair of shoes. I don't even know where they came from. And that's just the stuff that was on the deck. The old lights that you took down last weekend are just sitting on the table out there rather than throwing them in the trash.
Yeah, I know.
And there's screws and stuff from different projects just everywhere. So that's the kind of stuff I don't understand why you just don't.
I'll work on that Tuesday along with everything else.
That's what you might do. You just.
This week's going to be busy for me because Tuesday I got a list of stuff to do. Thursday I'm driving Mom around. I'm taking her to Sam's Club, and then she wants to go to Home Depot and pick up a bunch of plants, and then we're going to actually put stuff planting. So you all know how that's going to end, where everything dies, but we're gonna try.
Please. I'm going to be stuck in a room with 25-year-olds, 5 and 6-year-olds, trying to get them to want to continue to do anything.
You win, yeah.
Good Lord. We're like running, it's like we're all on fire and we're just running for the exits right now.
Yeah.
That's what it feels like. That's what this week felt like.
Yeah.
Up until Friday. Friday was kind of a chill day, the whole day.
Yeah. Well, the kids gave you an easy time because you saved one of their lives. And like,
I almost had to do the Heimlich maneuver on one of my kids.
Yeah.
A scary moment. It was a really scary moment.
Yeah.
And she was relatively nice to me for the rest of the day, and she's usually the one that makes my day so stressful. On Thursday, made my day so stressful that my watch was like, hey, we noticed your resting heart rate's increased over the last few days.
You need to chill out here.
I was so stressed out. At one point, I literally started physically getting pain. And Robin's like, do you want me to just take her for a walk around the building? I'm like, please. And as soon as they left the room, it started easing off. Because I mean, I was really close to saying things I should. Thank God I have good self-control.
Yeah.
Because every button was being pushed from the moment they came in the room to the moment they walked out of it.
Yeah.
All day. Nonstop. Push every button. And then had the nerve to turn around and gaslight me like I was the one who was not. Like, hi. Jeez, I just watched you do that. Don't tell me you didn't do it. I just watched it.
Every now and again, though, I'll get a text from her. It's like, this kid's driving me crazy or whatever. So just as a joke, I sent her a thing. I was like, just drop a stunner on her. And I sent her a
No,
GIF.
You said drop a stunner on that little bitch.
Yeah, drop a stunner on that little bitch.
And as a joke.
I sent a GIF of Stone Cold Steve Austin doing the Stone Cold stunner on The Rock. And it was a great
he's
meme.
Hysterically laughing, I'm sure, at his clever response.
Oh, yeah.
In my head, I'm like, oh, if my text messages ever got, I'd be in trouble. Don't ever email or text something.
No, I didn't know that she was thinking that because I doubled down. Because I'm thinking doing a Stone Cold stunner is going to be next to impossible to do to a 5-year-old. I mean, they're little.
He wasn't picking up on my clues that I was like, wow, dude, like, you're over the top, like trying to dial him back a little bit.
So then I thought, what would be better than if you can't really do a Stone Cold stunner on a kid? Well, you just DDT him. So any of you wrestling fans
still don't know what that means, but you showed me a picture.
Just do a Google search for DDT. Look for Jake the Snake Roberts. He invented it. It's a fantastic move. Basically, when somebody is got their head down, you hit them in the gut and they go down. Then you grab them by the head in the front face lock, and then you just drop down.
Should we demonstrate it?
And it's a great finishing move. It was fantastic.
But the whole time in my head, I'm like, email and text like they could be read in court one day.
I didn't think that shit at all. I didn't think that, not even remotely like that. I was just like, DDT again.
I need to stop texting Kevin when I'm frustrated. That's for one thing for sure.
Well, I don't want you to stop. I'll stop sending wrestling moves and throat punches.
And like the name calling, I know you're trying to be funny, and I get it. But like if a random stranger were to read that, it would sound really bad.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah. Hilarious. But I did have a really sweet moment this week.
Yeah.
Robin and I went out and watched. We have 3 little boys in our class that are on the same t-ball team. And they're always telling us about their games and stuff, so we went out and watched them play. And it was so friggin' cute. Like, they don't look that little in the classroom. They were so tiny with, like, the big helmets on and, you know, not knowing how to run bases and all of that. Oh, Tilly's trying to make herself known. So we sat out for about an hour and watched them play t-ball. It was really funny. And one of them at the end, like he was running, the last kid that hits, they basically just go bat through the lineup. And if you're the last one in the lineup, then everyone just completes the run around the bases. And he slid into home plate. And his mom was like, did he just slide? He never slides. And the coach turned around and he's like, that's because he's showing off for his teachers here. But I think we're going to go this coming Saturday. One of the little girls heard that we went and watched the boys play.
Yeah.
So now we have to go watch her play too, which is fine. It'll be fun. So it was kind of nice to see. You know, teachers, they say don't have favorites, but that's BS because we do.
How can you not?
If I had to rank my kids, now, which I don't do, by the way, I don't rank them in order, but these 4 would be up in the top 4 spots. I mean, they're just, but you go and you sit and you talk to the parents, and you understand why they're such good kids, you know. One of them wrote in his writing station, he drew a picture of himself with all these musical notes, and he wrote, I still haven't found what I'm looking for, but I still haven't found what I'm looking for.
It's quoting YouTube. So it is good. That's good shit.
I was like, holy crap, that was so funny. Another little girl was writing the Victoria's Secret song, the TikTok.
Oh, yeah.
I know Victoria's Secret.
It's a dude.
Yeah. I was like, oh my gosh.
The girl that was the blonde chick that the Gatto was friends with. And,
yeah, her name is Jax or something like that. So we've got 14 days left.
You're in the final stretch. You're done with testing and everything?
My personal testing is all finished. Kindergarten does their end of the year testing in April. So all that's done. Report card grades are pretty well done. Just got to get them entered in. All the official shit's done. Most of the official shit's done. Now we're just, reading the fun books and talking a lot about character development, and we're doing some addition number stories and some subtraction, and so yeah, we're having a nice
busy work.
It's not busy work.
No.
If it was busy work, I'd just be throwing worksheets and all at them. I mean, I'm still doing the daily Horton Gillingham. We're in long vowel.
So it's just not, it doesn't count towards anything, but it's just like.
I mean, I'm still teaching. We're just not assessing anything that we're teaching.
Okay.
I've assessed everything. So we're in first grade level stuff, dude.
All right.
So that's what we're just having fun with that. I give them we do Scholastic Reader once a week. And I give them their little Scholastic Readers, and they're all like, half of them are reading them independently, reading the directions independently. It's really cool to see. So that's what we're doing.
Well, there you go.
Yeah. We had a fire drill Friday. Robin left early, and I was like, oh my God, we're at a fire drill. But they did so good. I'm not used to having them on my own for recess and things like that. It was a little eye-opening. I did not stay out the entire time because it was so windy.
Yeah, it was bad out.
And we were...
We've had crap weather all week, really.
Yeah. One kid had a Frisbee and it landed on the roof of the building, and
it's the end of
I'm like,
May,
all right, we
cold.
need to go inside.
We had to turn the heat on the other day.
Yeah. But anyway. So there's that, and then all the work we did in the house.
It's been a lot of work.
No,
I still got a lot
what else?
to do.
We had Dad had a fall this week.
Yeah, he fell in his
the middle of the night.
About 4 a.m., yeah.
Banged his elbow up really bad. He's having a hard time getting that to heal, and Thankfully, really didn't. Got a big bruise down his arm, and seems to be okay other than that. But that's gonna be. I think.
And that's a lot of why we're doing the stuff that we're doing is that, like to make things easier for him to get in and out of the house. Yeah, I don't think you ordered it, but we're going to put another railing up in the back.
I didn't order it because all my money this week went to the pavers and the rocks and the.
Yeah. Well, maybe next paycheck or maybe when I get paid. So not this coming paycheck, but the one after that should be pretty hefty.
How long my hair is?
Because I'll have all that Memorial Day money.
I spent a lot of money on underwear for Kevin today too.
Yeah. MeUndies.
Very expensive but comfortable. And long-lasting.
She got me a pair a while back just as because they advertise on Tell 'em Steve Days and have been advertising with them forever, so we finally decided
I got us both a pair for Valentine's Day.
Nice. They feel awesome.
Kevin's like, oh, I love these. I'm like, of course you would. They're like $26 a pair. But if you subscribe, then you get them for $18 a pair. And then today, I went and did that, and then they had 40% off. So, I mean, they're still expensive, but if they're underwear that, like, hold their shape and they don't get loose and stretched out and they're comfortable, then they're worth it because the cheap underwear doesn't last.
And I'm difficult to buy stuff like that for anyway because I got the shape and body.
He's got, like, a teeny bottom section. All of his weight is, like, through his stomach and his chest.
Yeah.
His arms and his legs are skinny.
Because, yeah, I got arms and legs that are, like, kind of like a Mr. Potato Head body. It's got a huge, like, torso, and my head is got some size to it. But my
if you were Mr. Potato Head, I'd have more hair on you. I'd stick it right there.
But I got freakishly long arms, and I got freakishly long legs. And
your arms are not freakishly long.
Yeah.
Freakishly long arms would be dragging your knuckles on the ground. That would be freakishly long.
Sometimes.
I bet your arms are not as long as mine.
Huh?
Put your arm out there. Oh, look, mine's longer.
I don't think that's very scientific.
I think so.
Mm. Either way.
So you're gonna say I'm taller than you, though? So. What?
You're taller than I am?
I'm taller than you are.
Maybe by an inch or so. It's not like you're a full foot taller. Or
no, I didn't say I was a foot taller. I just said I'm taller than you. Which I am. You're short.
Cute though.
Oh my God.
I was going to make a joke that I wouldn't make if we weren't on camera, but I'm not going to do it because I'm getting a lot of trouble, and we'd have to re-record all the shit that we've already said.
He's learning. We've been married how long? 16 years?
16 years.
And you're now finally starting to edit yourself. Yeah. All right, you want to take a quiz on this week's...
Sure.
Since you follow the news more than me.
Sure.
Okay. So this is a...
What's going on in the world?
It's the New York Times news quiz for May 26th.
Okay.
Okay. So I'm going to click on the button there. And let's see how many of these... Oh, come on.
Well, you got to subscribe.
I have to have an account.
Oh, fuck that.
Hold on.
Oh, you have an account in there?
I don't. But it says you can... $1 a week.
So 52 bucks?
Continue without subscribing.
There you go.
Here we go. Okay. Russia claimed victory in the deadliest battle in the war in the Ukraine. A month-long struggle for which city?
Wasn't Kiev. It was, what's my options?
Well, here they are. And I'm just going to let you look at them because I can't pronounce any of those.
Bakhmut.
Bakhmut. Very good. All right, correct.
There's disputed, but the likelihood is that, yes, they've got control of the city.
It says Ukraine estimated that at least 20,000 Russian troops were killed in the battle, and Ukraine also lost thousands of fighters. Russia now controls an empty, smoldering city. Congratulations to Russia, I guess.
Yeah.
Governor Ron DeSantis of Florida announced his presidential candidacy on Wednesday during an event where he was hosted by whom?
Elon.
I even knew that one.
Yeah. And it went bad. They had a lot of technical difficulties, and he got lambasted by everybody in the press, left, right, and center. It was just a bad start to his race. So.
I read this thing that said it got so much bad press because it was Ron DeSantis. Mm-hmm. Instagram had system-wide outages. You never heard that being reported in the news.
Yeah.
Twitter has a glitch and problems with Ron DeSantis, and then suddenly it's,
it's,
whatever.
But, out of all the people, because there was a lot of people that jumped in the race this week. There was Ron DeSantis, there was
Tim
Scott, and then there was another Republican that was a governor from wherever the fuck, it doesn't matter, the guy's nowhere. But Tim Scott had a really good... I like Tim Scott. I'm sorry, I do. I love Tim Scott.
Why do you say I'm sorry, I do?
Because there's probably folks out there that don't like Tim Scott because he's conservative.
Because he's a Republican, conservative, black person?
Yeah, there's a lot of people out there that hate him.
Whatever, you want to hate him for... Hate him.
Now, I'm still libertarian. I would rather vote for the libertarian. But I could vote for Tim Scott. I got no problem voting for Tim Scott.
Yeah, I got to do some research on him. What I've seen so far,
He's very optimistic, which I like. When he talks about, when he's talking about an issue, he tries to find the positive of it. And he's very...
he's not tearing down every other candidate either. He's using his time on what he would do rather than tearing other people down, which I think I like that. I don't know where I stand on the school choice thing. We had this conversation.
Yeah.
I'm not quite sure where I am on that, but...
Yeah.
Just like every other... every other
some of that is great because I think if there was school choice that you'd be in high demand and be making buku money off of it.
Sure. Almost 30 years in, like that, I'd be in high demand.
You would?
No. All right, the Los Angeles Lakers, led by LeBron James, were swept in the NBA Western Conference Finals by which team? New York Knicks, Seattle Supersonics, Denver Nuggets, Miami Heat, or Phoenix Suns?
I'm going to go with the Nuggets. For some reason, I remember there being something about the Nuggets.
Me too. That's the first one that came to mind for me, too.
Boom!
Woo! Look at us.
That's amazing because I don't know shit about sports. I don't follow it.
I think I just saw on Twitter.
Yeah, I think somebody was talking about, the Nuggets.
Nuggets.
My Nuggets.
Nuggets said you lose. Arizona, California, and Nevada have agreed to take less water from what river, which is at risk of running dry? Carson River, the Colorado River, the Mississippi River, the Missouri River, or the Sacramento River?
The only one, Colorado, would be my guess because the rest of them,
that one and Sacramento River.
I don't think the Mississippi's anywhere close to any of those states. Enough. And the Sacramento River, I guess it could be, but I'm going to go with Colorado.
Okay. Yes.
Geography, bitch.
I don't know. Not that you knew that answer, or you just deduced. Dr. Vivek Murthy, the U.S. Surgeon General,
I wouldn't have known that,
issued a public warning this week about the risk posed to children and teens by what? Flavored vape pods, handguns, legal marijuana, pollutants from factories, or social media.
Social media.
So I'm going to say social media as well.
Yeah.
Yup.
Yeah, that did make news. Which it makes sense. Honestly...
it makes a lot of sense because social media is not healthy for young people.
No, it's not.
It's not healthy for anybody, to be quite honest with you.
Yeah.
There's a lot of good things, but a lot of really bad things too.
Yeah.
And if you're not mature enough to filter out all the other shit. What state's Senate voted this week to ban abortions after 6 weeks? Arizona, New York, Nevada, North Carolina, or South Carolina?
North Carolina.
North Carolina. Oh, South Carolina. We were
Carolina,
close. No, whatever. 6 weeks. You might not even know you're pregnant by 6 weeks. Yeah, it seems a little bit. A new film which premiered at the Cannes Film Festival features Harrison Ford in what he said would be his final turn as which iconic character?
Jones.
He made another Indiana Jones movie?
Mm-hmm.
Why?
The trailer looks great, but yeah, but that's the thing. I get,
Speaking of 80-year-olds, did you see Martha Stewart this week?
No.
I'm going to have to find, she's 80. Mm-hmm. I'm going to have to find this magazine that she did. She don't look 80.
Really?
Oh.
I saw Morgan Fairchild on TV. Mom was watching something and she was up there, and I was like, "That's Morgan Fairchild now? She looks fantastic."
Yeah.
That woman hasn't changed one single bit. They need to figure out. You think Paul Rudd looks great? Morgan Fairchild's 70 some odd years old and looks like she's in her 30s.
Yeah, I mean the same with Martha Stewart.
Yeah, that's crazy. I mean, obviously they're paying for it. They've got money out the ass, so they're paying doctors that don't fuck them up like those women from the Housewives shows. What was it, Mags or Marge?
Yeah, but they probably also don't eat.
They don't. They probably.
They have people cooking for them, or whatever.
I mean, when your job is to look good, you
Clearly, that's not my job.
You look beautiful, baby.
Researchers say a group of which animal has been colliding with boats off southern Europe, sinking 3 of them. Damn, you don't even need me to read the question.
I saw the video from it. It was crazy. It was crazy. I was like, apparently one orca got hit by a boat and it got a gash or whatever, and it was training these other orcas to take these boats down. So they're like avoiding the area where these orcas are. I was like, God damn. And if you watched Orca as the movie when you were a kid, you were like, it's fucked up. It's a very fucked up movie. But, I was like, oh my God.
All right, Tina Turner died this week at 83. Which of the following was not a song that she recorded?
Okay.
Every Rose Has Its Thorn, Proud Mary, River Deep, Mountain High, The Best, and What's Love Got to Do with It?
It's going to be Every Rose Has Its Thorn.
Yeah.
Yeah, the rest of it. I mean...
Who did record
Yeah, Proud Mary.
Oh,
that's Bret Michaels. Poison, yeah.
Mm-hmm. All right. Stuart Rhodes was sentenced to 18 years in prison this week for his role in the January 6, 2021 attack on the Capitol. Which far-right group did he lead?
Proud Boys.
Nope.
No?
Oath Keepers.
Oh, son of a bitch.
Maybe if you'd have let me read the answer choices.
I would have still said Proud Boys.
Really?
Yeah.
Even if you heard Oath Keepers?
Yeah.
All right. One more
That's
question.
the one that they always mention, the Proud Boys. And they mention the Oath Keepers too, but I would have just said Proud Boys.
All right, last question. Ready? Where did Typhoon Mawar hit this week? Aruba, Australia, India, Guam, or Myanmar? I know this.
I'm going to say Myanmar just because, I don't know. I honestly don't know, but why would they throw Myanmar in there if it wasn't there?
I don't think that's it.
Oh, really? Guam?
What are you going with?
I'll go with Guam because now you done made me think it was
It's Guam.
Oh, was it?
Mm-hmm.
All
right. Good choice, though.
So they just threw
You got 9 out of 11 correct.
Mm-hmm. Your
score. Here's how you score on this quiz compared to other time readers. 26% of readers got 9 out of 11.
Wow.
So that's pretty good. 26 got 10, and only 15% got all 11. So not too bad.
What 2 did I miss? Oh, the South Carolina.
You missed the South Carolina one, and you missed the
Oath Keepers one. I would have got that wrong. There's no way around it.
We'll do that every week because they do a new one every week.
And I do keep track of the news, and I try to make sense. I found some a TikTok channel where the lady does good news every day, and I like her stuff.
He sent me a video. Was it this morning or last night? And all this morning he was like, "Did you watch that video? Did you watch that video? Did you watch that video? Did you watch that video?" I was like, "Oh my God, let me go watch the video."
Yeah, because it was all about
capybaras.
Capybaras, which are
they're so
giant
cute.
Hamsters. They're literally
they're
just
like
giant
big,
hamsters.
giant, huge guinea pigs, and they're so friendly.
Yeah, I was like, wow. I think I'd be a little freaked out seeing them because they're giant hamsters, but
yeah, I wouldn't play with them, but they're not aggressive.
Yeah. That's what they're
very
saying.
social. They just kind of chill out.
Yeah,
they're cute. Cool. Capybaras. Every animal's best friend.
Mm.
Yep. All right. We can do questions from here, or we can do questions from there. How long we've been going at? 30 minutes.
Let's do some questions from the 500.
Okay. Good questions to ask. I'll just pick a few.
There you go.
What do you say about that? What weird food combinations do you really enjoy? You're one to put salsa and all in your eggs, and I think that is a weird food combination.
I'll do an egg scramble where
like
I'll
a breakfast.
fry up some sausage, then I'll scramble up some eggs, and I do a little bit of salsa in it and cheese, and I like it. It's pretty good.
I just don't think, for me, salsa and hot sauce and ketchup belongs on eggs that you're eating for breakfast. To me, that seems like a weird combination. Yeah. I put potato chips on my tuna fish sandwiches.
Yeah. I've done that too after I saw her do it. I've never heard of that happening before, but I think Fritos are better, but yeah.
Just good old fashioned Lay's original potato chips
Yeah.
on a tuna sandwich. Let's see. Dun, 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 dun. Give me a number because I'm having trouble here.
15.
When did something start out badly for you, but in the end it was great? Nothing's ended up great.
Yeah, I mean, you know.
We're still waiting.
Yeah, I honestly, when it happens, I'll let you know. I got nothing.
My kindergarten experience, like the beginning of that was bad. Because I was like, oh my gosh, I'm going to hate this, but it turned out great. I'm a big believer in things happen for a reason, even if you can't tell what the reason is right away. Like when you look back over your life, you're like, okay, that...
And I'm pretty good about making things positive that come along. So, and if it doesn't work out to my liking in the beginning, I just walk away from it.
Yep. If you couldn't be convicted of any one type of crime, what criminal charge would you like to be immune to?
Any type of tax fraud, I guess.
Really?
Yeah, I'm not gonna.
How about bank robbery? If you're never gonna be convicted of it. Just freaking stealing money when you need it.
Yeah, I'm not.
Tax fraud, you're just gonna stop paying taxes.
Yeah.
How do you do that when your taxes are taken out of your pay before you even get it?
That's.
It's not like we have, things we have to report, or we don't really possess anything that we might gain taxes off of. Yeah,
we don't do anything that would even be fishy on taxes, but the few times that we've had to deal with the IRS. And that's why I support the fair tax. When they talk about, they're trying to do a 23% consumption tax, because they're going to eliminate all the other taxes. And when they say that, they're talking about the income tax, the employment tax, all the taxes that you pay that are built into the shit that you buy.
That is if you believe the government's ever going to eliminate taxes.
Well, they don't want to do that because it eliminates all their power.
I know.
The power that Congress has is the taxing.
Yes, I know.
Yeah.
In the past, people were buried with items that they would need in the afterlife. What would you want buried with you so you could use it in the afterlife?
Well, it's just going to get burnt up in the cremation process. So.
I would imagine they would cremate your body and then bury you with some items. We're just making this up, right? So, what items would you need to carry with you into the afterlife? I would want my iPad.
Yeah, I guess so.
I don't want to be bored.
Yeah.
I could still send you text messages from the other side. What food is delicious but a pain to eat?
Captain Crunch. We were talking about that today.
Captain Crunch. Corn on the cob.
Corn on the cob is pain, yes, yeah. Sometimes popcorn if you don't cook it right, if they get the kernel stuck. So various forms of corn.
What were we eating the other day? We were like, oh, this is so good, but it's such a messy sandwich.
Oh, it's the
steak-em. Yeah.
Yeah, it's a pain in the ass to eat.
It is a pain in the ass to eat.
So.
Only because of the way we make them, probably.
No, it's not like we add any butter or anything. We're just, I just fried them straight on the griddle, but they have so much fat in them.
Right, but if we took them off the griddle and put them on paper towels and drain them before we put them right on the sandwiches, they'd be a lot less greasy.
You know what we could probably do? We could probably throw them in the oven with on those racks.
I don't know about that. They gotta get a little bit
They gotta get some sizzle on them.
What would be the worst thing to hear as you're going under anesthesia before heart surgery? Shit,
I fucked up. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, that would be bad to hear. What's the spiciest thing you've ever eaten?
The wings. When I left Cannon, my buddy Chuck took me to the Wild Wing Cantina with a bunch of people from Cannon. We had a huge party. And they had what they call DOA wings, where we had to sign a release. And it was me, Chuck, Questori, a friend of mine named Jack Daniels, who was awesome. He was a blind guy. He was a fantastic, great guy. And there was somebody else that ate one with us, but it was crazy. Little Tom had one. And it was the hottest thing ever. I mean, they had like ghost pepper on it. It was stupid. It was stupid and unbelievable. And I was already drunk as shit because people kept buying me liquor, which I'm not a liquor drinker. Even then, I wasn't a liquor drinker. Had the wing, drank so much water I sobered up and then got drunk off more liquor and beer. It was great.
I don't eat that much spicy stuff, but the honey chipotle chicken crispers at Chili's,
yeah,
are so delicious but so spicy that I never ever can finish them because it's like there's that fine line between this is delicious but then you're like, oh my god, I can't do anymore. Yeah, let's see. I'm going to spin way down here and grab one more. What's the funniest word in the English language?
Fart. See?
I just knew you were going to go for something like that.
Fart. What do you think?
I don't know. There's probably a lot of funny words out there. Queef.
Which is a fart from the other direction.
What's your back in my day? I was talking to the kids because we're learning right now about changes over time. And I was talking to them about telephones and how when I was a kid, the phone was like connected to the wall and you couldn't walk away from the wall because it had a cord on it. And yeah, they don't, although one of the ones was like the one in the classroom, and we have one in the classroom that's corded to the wall. And I was like, oh yeah, kind of like that one. Yeah, they don't get, of course then they thought I drove around in a horse and carriage, like I was that old.
We were watching something today, and they were talking to some kid, and they were talking about in the late 1900s, and I was like, "Fuck you." 1900s, kiss my ass.
The 1900s, that was funny. She had cassette tape, like cassettes, and she was like, "I found these at the thrift store," and she goes, "This one's it's called Cocktail. It's not a band, it's a movie that Tom Cruise was in. It's got a good collection of music from the late 1900s. And some guy had stitched it, and the guy was like, he walked out and closed the door. He's like, "I'm done with you, TikTok."
I was pissed when I heard it. I was like, what the fuck did she just say? Fuck that bitch.
Oh, it was funny.
Late 1900s. God damn it.
What movie or book do you know the most quotes from?
Jaws.
I would say for Jaws, but also for TV it would be Impractical Jokers because we quote
that all the time. When she gets paid, it was like, we got money because on account of her grandfather's murder.
I'm flush with cash.
I'm flush with cash on account of my grandfather's murder.
Okay. What's the funniest thing you've seen a kid do?
Oh my God! When we were the Liam and Cole and Jen and Paul were here for Christmas one year.
The body checking thing?
Well, no, that wasn't funny. That freaked me out. I was like, Jesus Christ, why'd you do that? No, we went to Hunt Club, and Cole was like 3 years old at the time, and they had this little play area, and he got up on this slide, and he went down the slide, but for whatever reason, he shot out like a bullet. He went straight down, and it shot him out 3-4 feet in the air.
He like bounced on his butt a few times.
I was like, and the three adults were just laughing our ass off, just completely losing our shit. We're like, do it again, Cole.
We wanted to catch it on video, but he wouldn't do it again.
So there was that.
Cole was really reserved as a young kid.
Yeah.
He grew into his,
And he's also responsible for the other big funny that he did. We were at Jen and Paul's house in Georgia. And I always, to this day, I'll do the whole, hey, what's that there on your shirt? And Cole looks down, and I blip his nose. So when he was about, I want to say maybe 8, I did that to him. And he tried to get me. I'm like, you're not going to get me, kid. I just did it to you. Don't be an idiot. So he turns around, he sees his dad, and his dad's talking to Jen and, you and Jen. And he just walks up to Paul, and he goes, Daddy. And he points at his shirt, and Paul looks down. And he basically just uppercutted him. He hits Paul on his lip. And as Paul's still talking, he doesn't shut up. He doesn't end his sentence. But his lip is bouncing from him and him. And he doesn't skip a beat with his comment. Well, none of us are paying attention to what he's saying now. We're just laughing our ass off. Just stop breathing, laughing at him. He didn't think it was funny. But it was fucking hilarious.
It was so funny.
Oh my God.
Then there was the time that we went to the aquarium, and we were just out in front of the aquarium. It might have been the same time that Cole body checked.
Yeah.
Michael went in and bought them
stuffed animals. But he got one of them a stingray, and he got another one something else that they didn't really.
And we were getting ready to leave. And we're like, come on, Liam, it's time to go. Well, Liam wanted the stuffed animal Cole got.
Yeah,
and he was being real stubborn about it, which, wasn't really like Liam. I'm like, come on, we're going to go get pizza. And he goes, I'll go when I get the stingray. We were like, what? That was pretty funny.
Yeah, but that was when Cole body checked the kid. That was crazy. I was like, I can't. So we're at this. The front of the Virginia Beach Aquarium has like a little pool where they have sea lions. Yeah, and they just swim around, and that's all they do is swim around. It's pretty cool to go visit. It didn't cost anything. So we had the kids up there, a lot of people, and it's round at the front, so you're walking in a kind of semicircle. And I'm walking with Cole. I'm keeping my eye on him, and for whatever reason, this other kid comes up. And the kid didn't do anything, didn't say anything to Cole, but Cole straight up body checks this kid. And I was like, what are you doing? Then I was like, can I act like he's not my kid? Or I'm not with him. I just, but I got his ass out of there as quick as I could. I'm like, he just body checked the kid.
Gosh, he did. He just, for no reason.
For no reason. He just like, body checked the kid.
I don't like the way that kid looked at me. So... another thing that happened this week that I didn't mention is Liam graduated from high school.
Yeah.
And we obviously couldn't go, but they do a live stream of it. And I wrestled with the TV, but finally figured out how to get YouTube up on the TV. And so we watched from home, and that was kind of nice.
Yeah.
To be able to watch the graduation and feel like we were there a little bit, even though we weren't. Got to see it.
There you go.
And then the next day he got his college schedule of classes.
Which is pretty light.
I mean, he's taking, I think, 5 classes. It's nice.
Yeah. I mean, he's got the credit hours. It's just that, like he's
I
done
think
with
the
his days
actual
at
schedule.
1 o'clock.
Yeah, I forget that, you have 2 classes on Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, and 3 classes on Tuesday, Thursday, and it's like you're done by like 1, you know.
So hopefully he'll get a job or something. Because I think there is some value in doing like shitty work when you're young. Like I think because when I was 16, I got a job working at Hardee's, and I was picking shit up out in the parking lot and cleaning up shit. And then
what'd you learn from that?
That there's stuff you have to do for your job sometimes.
How long did you work there?
I worked there from when I was 16 until I was 18.
Oh.
Yeah.
Wow.
I was the employee of the year.
Well, you were good at picking shit up.
I was good at picking shit up.
Not so much anymore.
Yeah.
As evidenced in the backyard right now with shit just laying everywhere out there.
Yeah. Well.
So that was a lesson that didn't stick with you as you got older.
As I get older, I'm like, I care less.
Oh, yeah.
When I was young, I was ambitious and like young, but now I'm beat down and old.
Beat down.
Beat down. I got beat down today.
Get beat down today. You did what men across this country do on the weekends.
Yeah, that's true. Those pavers aren't light though.
No.
Yeah.
My nail polish is coming off.
Son of a bitch.
Ugh.
Son of a bitch.
I'll just have to fix it later.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not bad enough for me to change. I got my American flag nails going on for the holiday. So yeah, high school graduations and finishing up. We're getting ready to get in. Cole's birthday turned 17, and they're getting ready to go to Europe in a couple weeks. School will be ending here soon. Life's going to be much different in the next few weeks. Yeah. So, I don't know. Gonna get slow riding around here.
There you go.
Oh, well. It is what it is. I have a class that starts like the first week of vacation. I know. But again, it is what it is. Us teachers that are off all summer long, we get all these great holidays and then we're off the whole summer, but we don't get paid for the whole summer.
Yeah.
And we get paid for 10 months, and then I have a class that's every week, the entire summer. Do I get paid for that time? No, I do not.
Son of a bitch.
They're like, oh, we'll give you recertification points. Well, thanks. I don't need to be recertified for 10 more years, and I don't think I'm going to make it that long in my career, so we shall see.
We shall see.
My, our school lost Title I funding this week, too.
Yeah.
Apparently, the neighborhood's really come up.
And you're like, son of a bitch.
Don't know how that happened. I think maybe what happened is the criteria for Title I
probably changed.
went up. So we no longer meet the criteria from what I understand. So we're losing some staff members, and hopefully that does not mean bigger class sizes, because we had 21 kids this year as a Title I school, which should not really be happening in my opinion. But whatever. So we'll see how that goes. We're on the great hunt now for all things Title I in our building, because they will come and repossess everything.
Bitches. Well, what are you going to do?
Yeah. So I try not to use much of that stuff anyway. Just probably sit in a closet somewhere.
Well, it's not like they care. I mean, they just spend money. That's what the government does. They don't they really don't care about.
Yeah, but if they spent money on stuff for you and then you no longer fit as Title I, they'll take all that stuff they bought for you and they'll give it to the next school that's Title I.
Yeah, that's still.
So.
Yeah, what are you gonna do?
What are you gonna do? Pack it up and send it out.
There you go.
I don't really honestly, I don't really use much of the stuff they supplied us with.
Yeah.
Because.
Yeah.
I mean, people who are making those decisions usually.
Just means that next year we'll have to spend a little bit more at the beginning of the year. Because usually we spend about $400 a year on her class, so it'll probably go up to maybe 450, 500, somewhere in there.
We'll see.
We'll see.
All right, we're at 50 minutes.
Yeah. So if you want to help out with that class, K Rose VA Cash App. So
we'll make it work. That's
yeah.
what we do.
Yeah.
All the stuff I buy for my classroom, I probably could get away without, but I buy it because it makes my life easier.
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
Citrix.
Oh.
Gotta get that off this computer.
Yeah, no, I'm sorry.
We'll do it Thursday.
Yeah.
Kevin's famous last
Well,
words.
I got a lot. This Thursday I got a lot going on. Like I said, I got to take Mom to Sam's, and I got to take her to whatever. And then Friday I got a lot
go to the grocery
going on.
store.
Yeah.
I'm just,
All right, well,
I'm just. I'll be at work.
See.
Not all of us have time off during the week. You know what I'm saying? Some of us are listening to lots of bitching and pissing and moaning and.
I'll show you how to do a DDT.
Okay. That'll be a quick way to free my days up.
You'll be in the yard, the prison yard. You DDT a 5.
Yeah, no. I honestly never even have the urge to do anything like that.
Yeah.
My urges are generally toward the I just want to get up and walk out of this room right now.
Yeah.
Yeah. I just can't listen to another tattling. Oh my God. COVID kids. They are rough.
It's going to get worse.
They are rough.
You got the next, what? You're going to have the next at least 4 or 5 years.
I'm hoping that the kids coming into kindergarten had a normal year this year. Parents at least. When parents need to stop, giving the iPads to the kids and just disconnecting and, teaching them how to accept no for an answer.
Yeah, they didn't do that.
Oh my God. One little girl this week just would ask me if she could do something, and I would say, no, we're getting ready to start something else, and she'd go and do it anyway. So I would take it away, and she would ask me if I was going to give it back. I'm like, no, I'm not, because I told you not to do it in the first place. So I'm going to keep this, the little things you're working on. And then she'll come back and ask me again. And then she'll come back and ask me again. Finally, I said, I have already given you the answer to this question 3 times. I am not changing my answer, no matter how many times you ask me. So stop asking. I think at home, they just keep barraging. The parent finally just gives in because they're tired of it.
Yeah. That's probably exactly how. I mean, honestly, you're going to get that.
And so I pay the price because they just don't accept the answer. Then why? One kid, I was like, then why are you even asking me? If you're going to go ahead and do it anyway, just don't even ask me, because then my feelings don't get hurt that you just disrespected what I said. Then I can come over and say, hey, can you put that away? Because we're getting ready to start something else. Shouldn't have started that. So, rather than me saying, no, you can't do that right now, and you doing it anyway. Now I'm irritated. And they look at me like I'm the one. It is. It's like being gaslighted constantly. Just because you're telling me that you're not doing this doesn't mean you're not doing it. I'm watching you do it. I'm not doing it. Oh my God. Holy moly.
Shitbag kids.
One of the kids said to me on Friday, Mrs. Rose, you said yesterday that you were going to be the mean teacher, and you're not being a mean teacher at all today.
Well, fuck you, kid.
And I said, well, that's because your behavior today has been better. You all have been listening and following directions, and we haven't had all the problems we had yesterday when I said, look, I'm going to have to pull out the mean, strict Mrs. Rose that just doesn't no fun. We're just, if you all don't act like that, I don't have to be like that.
The one.
What is the saying now? Fuck up, find out, or
fuck around and find out.
Yeah.
That's right.
Except I can't say that. The kids can say it.
5 years old.
Kids can say it. That one little girl, we spun the wheel. I can't believe he fucking won twice. I'm like, oh my God. What? Robin's like, what did you say? And the other boy goes, she said fucking. Fuck, she said fuck. We're like, stop talking. Oh my God. Then she's getting in the line to go to recess and someone said something to her and she's like, oh, hell no. I was like, oi. I appreciate a good curse word every now and then, but not from a 5-year-old.
No, not from a 5-year-old. That's crazy.
Thrown in my direction. Look, girl. I can take you in a cursing contest. You'd be going down like Chinatown. I learned from the best.
That's right.
Never cursed until I met you.
Yeah, I'm sure.
You said something the other day. Oh, yeah, tomorrow I gotta pick up that stuff from the store and fucking... And then you just stopped. And I was like, you just ending your sentences with that word now?
I was thinking there was something else I had to do, and I couldn't remember what it was. Because that's where I'm at in my memory. My memory, I can remember stuff that happened, but when I have to remember something that I have to do or something that I got to pick up,
we even put an app on our phone so that we can make to-do lists that he can see and I can see. Some of that stuff can now come off the list, by the way.
Yeah, I need to go check that out.
Or he'll say, text it to me.
Yeah, because with the text, I check the text.
And there's the thing, little things like today we went to McDonald's for lunch. So Kevin orders on his app, and that way he can just drive through and not have to actually talk to the person through the speaker, right? And you have a better chance of actually getting what you want. Mom said she wanted a 6-piece chicken nugget and a small fry. Kevin's like, all right. A 10-piece nugget? No, 6-piece. Small fry or medium fry? Like,
well,
oh my God, dude.
Do small fry in there. The app doesn't give small fries as an option. So.
Lord have mercy. You're as bad as the guy working the window at the McDonald's.
Yeah. Well, maybe it's because they're using their app to order their fucking food.
Oh, maybe.
Yeah.
Anyway, all right.
We're all done?
I'm done. Are you done?
Yeah, I don't have anything else. So busy week coming up, and we'll let you know what's going on.
Happy Memorial Day tomorrow. Enjoy time with your family, hopefully wherever you are. The weather is nice.
Yeah.
You can grill some dogs, but don't forget the reason why we have Memorial Day. And until then,
bye, everybody.